Okay, and I'm back, and I went through and I fused together run on Zetru. Anyways, the last two that I got in Lamia, and I was able to make Mothman for myself, so. Let's see. We have an auto on, so.
This one's dangerous. Stay focused.
Don't they always?
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target. I summon thee!
Ice is ineffective.
Proceeding! It must... Man's best friend indeed! Wet sharp instinct!
Okay, so fire is really good to be useful.
Nice! The enemy's off balance now!
If it's just me left, then I'll probably go with her, so. Because she's got no for ice. Strong.
I failed to finish it.
Fire! 2 remaining. Wet sharp instinct.
Alright. That was really easy for a boss fight. Said that before, but
Please defeat whatever enemies you encounter.
to with number 4 this time.
You're not going anywhere, Shadow. I summoned
There are
thee!
2 powerful enemies.
I failed to finish it off.
Summoning Persona. The enemy is still alive.
Just probably picked up Garo. Something that would do something to one of my enemies, but
2 enemies left.
Hang in there.
Providing assistance.
better get 2 this time.
Obey my command! Such persistence.
Franchise. 1 enemy left.
Last one. Don't let your guard down. Obey my command!
At least so far hasn't been using the yoga or whatever.
The shadows
I
are getting
guess.
stronger as well.
We got 2 of them, so. Almost to the point where I can't win.
There are 2 of them. Attack. One more to go. Fire! It must be eliminated.
I'm probably not going to be doing a whole bunch this week because it's been taking me basically forever in here. I didn't think it was going to be taking this long, but
What an easy win.
I guess that's what happens when you don't really have a chance to go out and level up or anything off screen, so. I was hoping that this was going to be the 5 one, but. You know, my sword just didn't go around enough times.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target. The enemy is down. Now's your
You've
chance.
improved.
Yes! It's weak against fire. Try Augie skills.
kinda hoping for something in addition to it.
Summoning Persona! I just defeated an enemy! One enemy to go!
Good boy. You deserve a treat.
I was kinda thinking about going to Zeo, but
Hang in there.
Front shot! Efficiently executed. There are 3 enemies. Be careful.
Obey my command. I failed to finish it off.
Oh no! Mitsuru Senpai!
jeez, that was a big hit.
Initiating summon sequence. It must be eliminated.
Kind of thinking if I should even bother with it, but
That's unexpected.
Kurachan defeated an enemy. Damage sustained. When you fall, get right back
I'm
up.
gonna have to use
Hang in
media open for my turn.
Two enemies left. One enemy to go.
Last one. Don't let your guard down.
Enemy annihilated.
Okay. I was wondering why it wasn't changing angle for me, but
Please defeat whatever enemies you encounter. Watch out! There are 4 enemies.
I summon thee.
Fire! 3 enemies left. That's the way. Let us commence with an all-out fatal strike.
great.
What an easy win!
pretty sure that when I get up to the next boss's floor, I'm not gonna be taking the Dawn. I'm probably just gonna get up there, then leave, and have a place that I can come back to. So, shit, stupid idiots.
There are 3 enemies. Be careful.
No, they don't.
There's a way, kind of breathe out, face reality. Never be charity. The enemy, your blood covers all society. Damn, mom is not here, gonna fight all night. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation.
There are 3 enemies left.
Also, if Mothman sometime here.
Defeated.
Obey my command!
Initiating summon sequence. It must be eliminated. Marathon defeated an enemy. 1 more to go.
They're going after the other one.
The battle's over. No shadows are left.
Great.
My skill level has increased.
Please defeat whatever enemies you encounter. There are 2 enemies. The enemy's off balance. Attack! Front shot! The enemy is
Hang in there!
Jeez. These things are raining pretty tough for me.
Marathon defeated
Last
an
one!
enemy.
Don't let your guard down.
The enemy's off balance. Attack! Let us commence with an all-out fatal strike. The battle's over. Good job.
Okay. Great. At least I learned something too.
There are 3 enemies. Be careful.
It'd have to be if I really know their weaknesses, so.
There's a way, kind of breathe out, face reality. Never be charity. The enemy, your blood, covers all society.
I know somebody has fire.
Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. You rhyme slow motion, give me motivation. Get out now, and then I'm the rival. Round up around, spit out all over. Rhyme like a rolling stone, come in the crowd. Watch out the moon, that this is out. This was this sound, and bombs whole ground. Surround up, don't ease the pace, cause enemies brutal. Form of the truth, destruction.
The enemies return to
It was
normal.
really quick.
Kuratan defeated an enemy.
Such persistence.
Summoning Persona. Efficiently executed.
I'm surprised that none of my guys have gotten tired yet.
Watch out! There are 4 enemies. Keep it up! The enemy's gone! Great!
Okay. Well, it looks like Yin is gonna be the best. Ah, jeez. Probably doesn't, but let's see if Titan has it. No, okay. Ah, that's the wrong angle anyways.
There are 3 enemies. Be careful. The enemies return to normal. The enemy! Proceeding. Magus defeated an enemy.
Last one. Don't let your guard down. I summon thee!
Destruction.
Only 1 enemy left.
Don't really have anything to show off of him, but
Front shot. Enemy annihilated.
Feeling rather tired.
Mitsuru Senpai seems tired.
should probably split up.
My level of aptitude has increased.
He's going the wrong way.
There are 3 enemies. Be careful. Proceeding. It must be eliminated.
Here's a way, kind of breathe now, face reality, never be charity. The enemy, your buddy, covers all society. Damn right, mom is not here, gonna fight all night. Right here, shadow 10 o'clock direction. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. You rhyme slow motion, give me motivation. Breathe out now, and then I'm arrival. Round up around, spit out, all over. Rhyme like a rolling stone, come in the crowd. Watch out the moon that this you out.
Yeah, these things are really useful to have. Mothman will get Windbreak, and I think his next one is Firebreak. And you are gonna definitely want to have Firebreak for the end of the game, but what this does is it basically makes if somebody's get like strong or null or whatever, it'll just make them normal. So that is why you kind of want to be careful with your personas, because if enemies use this against you, it'll also decrease their things normal. So usually they only do it when you have like null on. Usually they leave you alone if you have just strong. So I would suggest going with the people you really need with strong against certain magics. No, so it's towards the end of the game.
Hang in there.
Destruction.
Fire! Magus defeated an enemy. One more to go. The enemy's gone. Great job. Proceeding. There are 3 enemies. Be careful. The enemy is still alive.
Wish she would have just left it alone, but sorry, I'm back and my controller slipped, so.
There are 3 enemies left.
Should probably put glue in my hands or something.
2 more enemies. The battle's over. No shadows are left.
glad he used a slash attack instead of actually going after the enemy with an aglio.
There are 3 enemies. Be careful.
Here!
Please, be careful. Proceeding.
It must be eliminated.
Jeez, what do I have equipped that's weak to slash or whatever?
Here!
So I didn't think that I had anybody that was weak to it.
Please, be careful.
Front shot! It must be eliminated.
Somebody help Mitsuru Senpai!
Obey my command!
God!
Yes! Koro-chan! The enemy's off balance!
Front shot! The enemy is still alive.
Koro-chan defeated an enemy!
One more. Hang in there.
Okay. So she is.
Only one enemy
Didn't think
left!
that she would be, but
Front shot!
Enemy annihilated.